an outstanding game. Evan Mobley, number 4. The two Mobley brothers both in the starting lineup. The ones. And a block of the base.
And he's in the top 5 in the Pac-12 in rebounding, field goal percentage, blocks. But he's active as he needs to be, and he got doubled every time he touched it. Arizona had some difficulty with that the first few minutes when they played against Stanford. Similar thing when they were on the road to Santa Cruz to take on Stanford. But as you said, there are a lot of new pieces for both teams. And USC's had some issues with COVID where they were shut down for in practicing every day again.
Yep. James Akinjo, the transfer from Georgetown, off to Tubelis.
Tate for 1 second taking that shot.
He was coming off the bench earlier in the season, has moved into the starting lineup recently in place of Christian Koloko, who Jamal Baker was hollering for the ball there.
Yeah, just that last rebound by Tubelis. He could rip and go, then he comes down.
So far, a great start for Arizona. Now White inside, triple team. Coming into the game tonight, the Wildcats, the better offensive team. USC right now with their tremendous length at so many positions, the better
rebounder and a really good cutter. Tubelis is really active, setting screens and posting up. He's really moving Evan Mobley all over the floor. That was really good defense by Jordan Brown, just making Mobley shoot over him, not giving him an angle to the basket. That was really solid.
Akinjo scoops it up with the left hand, won't go, but there's... And Tubelis having a field day back at the line. Each of the Mobleys, Evan and Isaiah, that we had with him, he just loves his team. Now they're still getting it.
Yeah, my guess is we'll be seeing it in Indianapolis.
Yes. Season, but he knocked both of these down.
There's that cross screen. They just got the ball too quickly to Brown. He was right under the basket. But Jordan Brown, that ever had. McDonald's All-American, played for Eric Musselman with Jordan Caroline and Martin. Trey Murphy at Virginia transferred out as well. Those are two really good players.
Former Kentucky Wildcat. He's made 24 threes this year. Jay talked about his game against Stanford.
Just a bad pass by Bauman.
Yeah, Noah Bauman, a sharpshooter off the bench. San Jose State transfer. And look at USC within 2. We talk about driving into traffic. Bauman is named the Pac-12 Freshman of the Week.
He had a good game against Washington as well. He's a real X-factor for this team. He's long, athletic, plays the wing.
Boy, Evan Mobley shakes his defender.
Left space where you can take advantage of it coming right behind him. There. Now at Virginia Tech.
And Tubelis in the air under the basket and threw it away. Picked off by Bauman. Edey with a...
Again, that turnover that Tubelis had on the last possession. That's good, really good post up by Tubelis.
This team, they found out the morning after their win over Colorado that they are not eligible for postseason play beyond the conference tournament. Your thoughts on that decision by Air?
Or at least it gets you some better treatment or leniency. I heard a colleague recently say it's like a plea that get treated well. Or leniently, I shouldn't say treated well.
Terrell Brown Jr. like a running back finding a seam, couldn't finish it. Brown inside to Beck.
Really impressed with them. One of the top offensive rebounders. He's Arizona's for the Wildcats, and Akinjo averaging 16, 17 points a game. And Arizona's got to find
Tubelis.
Isaiah White is taking Baker, and that size, length, and athleticism, I think, has really been a difficult thing for those.
Akinjo probing. Dalen Terry got caught in the air, just had to dump the ball off so he wouldn't travel. Then he makes a great Peterson two-man game with Mobley. Mobley elevate
and gave Peterson exactly what he needed to know to get the shot.
How about that? Goodwin right into the chest.
Winds up getting pushed a couple feet off the lane, and that's a lot different. You can get that deep post position. Yeah, he's 3 of 12 on the season coming into the game. George, and he averaged over 5 assists, and he's doing the same thing here at Arizona. I think he's 3rd in the league in assists, and his defense on Akinjo has been really good.
Stronger.
He's just got so many skills.
Tubelis feeling it, and not. Goodwin. Over Tubelis and 7 rebounds in this game, and Arizona's needed all of it. They're still down by 2. Not anymore. A real hotbed for talent in Canada. Lugens Dort coming into Montreal. Mobley the kick. Bauman wide open.
I don't know why Arizona back at the foul line where the Wildcats live. I mean, they average about 20
to go, a little bit smaller.
To be able to hold them down like they have in this game. I mean, those two combined are 1 of 14 and 0 of.
Edey with a pull-up and the follow by Mobley. Yeah, he's all right. He's on his way to 20 and 10. He's doing okay. You know?
Well, that's what the really good players do. They always kind of leave you a game for a great player, and he's not done yet.
Yeah, I guarantee you this. When Mick Cronin puts together the scouting report for the U Saturday, Tubelis is going to be the first name at the top of that sheet.
What do you want to bet against? Pronounces it. Yeah, Greg Brown of Texas, you're right. I think he's going to be the highest draft pick, but I'll tell you what, Matt Coleman, but they've struggled to score. There's a trap. Well, the ball's moving very well for USC.
Coming back off a back issue, you put him back out there, then maybe White becomes your 6th man. He hadn't been starting before.
And I think they need to keep up with that.
Points in the paint, 22-14 in the second half, favoring USC. That time, Peterson comes up empty. Tubelis leading it. Mobley rolling, doesn't get a feed. Edey, the kick. They play on. Peterson again on the bench, saddled with 4 fouls. This has been the go-to guy tonight. Tubelis.
It affects your defense. I just don't think there's any question about that, especially for younger players. And USC is getting just about whatever they want right now.
Tubelis missed.
I mean, you know, USC ran a simple, like almost UCLA cut, just a little back screen and wide open under the bucket.
9th assist of the night for Drew Peterson, who has been great. Good pass. And Lonzo Ball, the Hornets and the Pelicans at 7:30 Eastern time, and then the second.
Are you kidding me? I agree.
And they get Anderson back in a few days. You know, the young guys get more experience. They get a few more games under their
glue guy, I would say, for USC.
Stepping into the